So I tried Duolingo a few years ago to learn Spanish, and I missed 1 or 2 days and I just never went back. Not because I didn't want to learn Spanish, but because starting over felt worse than stopping. And I think Duolingo saw this pattern everywhere in their data. When people lost a long streak, they didn't just miss a day and move on. They kind of deleted the app because losing 60 days of progress doesn't make you want to try harder. It makes the whole thing feel pointless. Most apps respond to drop off by pushing harder. They'll give you more notifications, they'll remind you, they'll create this guilt. And Duolingo actually asks a different question. What if the drop off isn't a motivation problem? What if it's a design problem? So they actually built streak freeze. You can buy it in advance with in-app currency. It sits there doing nothing until you miss a day, and then it activates automatically. Streak stays alive and you don't even know it happened. And then they tested something called the Weekend Amulet, a freeze that covered the entire weekend available every Friday because the data showed usage drop around 9% on weekends. That's when most streaks break and most people quit. Users who had Weekend Amulet were 4% more likely to come back the following week, and they were 5% less likely to lose their streak at all. And this is why I love this use case, because you think giving people a way to skip would make them skip more. And then the opposite happened. When the pressure of perfection was gone, people actually showed up more. It made them feel like they can keep going. People weren't leaving because they didn't care. They were leaving because one bad day felt like losing everything. And they fixed this by building forgiveness in the product itself. And I think about this. How many products are losing people not because the product is bad, but because there's no room for it to have one bad day? Every product has a decision nobody talks about. I find those. Follow me for more such insights.